What if I told you that the secret to better learning wasn't in a textbook, but was actually hidden inside your favorite video game? Well, today we're going to explore a fascinating blueprint for engagement, one that's hidden in the very way we play.
So to get started, let's just ask a question that I'm pretty sure we've all felt at some point in our lives. I mean, really, think about it. Why is it that we can spend hours, days even, completely lost in mastering a super complex game, but then we struggle to stay awake during a mandatory online training session? What is that secret ingredient that makes games so compelling while so many of our other digital learning experiences just fall completely flat? And this contrast just says it all, doesn't it? On one side, you've got action, you've got progress, you've got a clear goal. It's an active, vibrant experience. And on the other side, well, you have a static wall of text and jargon. It's passive. One of these pulls you in, and the other, let's be honest, often pushes you away. The key difference here? It all comes down to engagement. So how do we bottle that magic? How do we capture it? Well, as it turns out, an absolutely incredible project has already started to crack the code, really trying to understand the DNA of positive, engaging play. And this is it. It's called the iTech Design Toolbox. It's a fantastic project from UNICEF and the LEGO Group, and it was designed to give game developers a kind of blueprint for creating digital play that actively supports a child's well-being. Think of it as a set of tools to help build better, more positive games for kids. Now, at the very heart of this toolbox are 8 core concepts. We'll call them 8 dimensions that really define what makes a digital experience genuinely positive and truly engaging. And look, this isn't just some abstract theory. This framework was built from research with nearly 800 children all across 18 different countries. So these 8 dimensions, they're basically the distilled wisdom of what kids themselves say they need to thrive in a digital world. So let's break them down. First up, you have the absolute non-negotiables. The source material calls them the foundational dimensions, which is the perfect term, because before anything else, a person has to feel safe. And they have to feel included, like this experience is for them. That's the diversity, equity, and inclusion piece. Without that solid foundation, you can forget about any real engagement. This quote from an 11-year-old in the UK just cuts right to the heart of why this is so critical. If someone doesn't feel like an experience is for them, if they feel excluded from the start, they're already shut out. Next up, we've got 3 dimensions that anyone who's taken a psych class will recognize right away: competence, autonomy, and relationships. These are widely considered to be universal, basic psychological needs for all humans. We all need to feel like we're good at things, we all need to have a sense of control and choice, and we all need to feel connected to other people. And this quote, it just perfectly captures competence in action. See, it's not about winning easily. It's about that deep, incredible satisfaction of overcoming a challenge. It's the feeling that you can get better, that you can achieve mastery if you just keep trying. And finally, the framework covers personal growth. This means giving people the space to safely explore their emotions, the freedom to create and just experiment, and the opportunity to try on different identities and see who they might want to become. I love this observation from Ethan, a 12-year-old in Australia. It's just so spot on. He's not just playing the game, he's seeing the design behind the game. He understands that it was built to encourage creativity and choice, giving every player the freedom to find their own unique path.
So, okay, we've got this incredible, deeply researched framework for making great digital experiences for kids. It's fascinating stuff, but this is where we get to the really crucial point.
It's a totally fair question. The research was done with children. The toolbox was designed for children's games. So this is just about child's play, isn't it?
Nope. And this right here is the key takeaway of this whole explainer. Safety, inclusion, competence, autonomy, connection. These are not childish needs. They are fundamental human needs for motivation and for engagement. This isn't a blueprint for kids, it's a blueprint for anyone you want to engage with.
So let's see how this all translates into a powerful, practical blueprint we can use for designing way better learning experiences for anyone at any age.
Okay, this is where it gets really practical. We can directly map these game design features onto learning design. A game's onboarding process? That's just a clear tutorial, and it's vital for building a new learner's confidence. Success feedback in a game reinforces that feeling of competence by celebrating small wins. A narrative about caring for others can be used to teach empathy. And allowing for solo play respects the fact that sometimes we learn best when we can just focus on our own. It's a direct translation.
Let's zoom in on just one specific feature: retry opportunities. Good game design allows for what's called graceful failure. It doesn't punish you, it encourages you to try again. Now apply that to learning. A great learning environment isn't one where you never fail. It's one where failure is a safe, low-stakes part of the process. It's a chance to learn and get better without any penalty. And let's take onboarding as one last really concrete example. No good game throws the final boss at you in the first 5 minutes, right? Instead, it guides you. It starts with simple, achievable tasks. It introduces new skills one by one, letting you master them. The entire point is to build your confidence and prevent that early frustration that makes people quit. That is the power of this blueprint.
So here's the bottom line. Good play design is good learning design. The DNA is exactly the same. Those RTech 8 principles aren't just for kids. They are a universal recipe for human motivation. And by borrowing from this blueprint, we can start to transform passive instruction into active, engaging, and truly effective learning for everyone.
So I'll just leave you with this one final thought. We so often treat play and learning like they're complete opposites. But what if they're not? What if they're actually two sides of the same coin? And what if the real key to unlocking our potential isn't about working harder, but about learning smarter, by tapping into that powerful, innate human drive to play?